to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll run it from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Cougars want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Created some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Zings it complete to the right. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
All right, guys, let's talk Houston. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Houston. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's taking the shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touch. Kansas.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Willis. Spinderella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Houston going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Wide open downfield. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball.
Sneak gets it done.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay another.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Cougars, after ripping that huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. Past the 40. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it, have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sparks. Out of the backfield, he's open. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Houston wants to play fast. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars! Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls and fires complete. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Sparks. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They'll try the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Finds a spot in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Houston going up tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now from inside the red zone. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it up to 42. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Makes the grab. It's Willis. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Willis. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. Now facing a third and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to the air on second and short. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be...
Turns on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll run it on the counter. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like that.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He's stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Here we go. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. He'll pull it down. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. Touchdown, Cougars. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Jayhawks will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got it. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it behind the line. It's Moffitt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be brought down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on up.
Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hauls it in at the 40. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Under fire. He's got it on the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight.